Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. We just got a massive console mod drop in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager, and I think this is the biggest mod drop we've ever received, with tons of highly requested mods like Dawnstar's Necromancy spells, which came out less than a month ago. The Dragontamer mod, which I didn't think would come to console because it was previously denied, but they changed the mod around and it's now available. We also got 10 new race mods with the Ace races featuring the Genie, the Gnoll, and the Driders. And we have Dint999's Hairstyles. You may know Dint from Skyrim modding, offering a ton of new hairstyles to the game. We also have the Eternal Queen set, which I wasn't sure would even see, the Miseria Greatsword from almost a year ago, and much more. Now, we got a lot of cosmetics, classes, and pretty much everything here with 28 new mods total. Now, I'm really excited about the Dawnstar's Necromancy spells because this came out in August, and what I love about Dawnstar's mods is the beautiful VFX that you get with these mods. So you can see a bunch of them here. They look incredible. I'll be doing a build guide covering this class mod because it just looks so cool to use the different VFX here, and it's perfect for a necromancer wizard. So you can stay tuned the next few days. I'll be posting up a build utilizing these spells. Really excited for this one. But I'll also be doing a build on the Dragontamer. Now, this class you get to choose between having a fire, lightning, or ice dragon. So you get to pick here. It gets to follow you around and follow up after your attacks. This is great for Lae'zel to actually give her a dragon, and this class is really fun. There's two different subclasses. You can focus on being more of a melee or a or a ranged attacker. So there are a couple different choices there. And I actually just recently covered this in my best mods of the week because they put out a big update to this, and this is what got it accepted to console. So stay tuned for an updated build for this as well. Now, the Ace Monster Races is a video I actually just did. I just did a video on it for console, but this adds in some of the most popular races to the game that lets you play as like a Gnoll, a Bugbear, and then here's some of the different appearances for the Bugbear race. You also get the Drider here, which comes with all the different traits that you can see there, and here's the different Drider forms. I may do a more in-depth video on this because there's actually quite a bit. It also comes with a few different goblins, although they do have their separate goblin race mod, and there's Intellect Devourers, and you got a few different color choices there. The Quasit here, you may be a fan of Shovel, you can now wear a top hat. It looks really cool. There's also the Gnoll race here, a bunch of different subclass abilities, the hooded one there, the Harpy, which comes with a few different appearances, and the Hobgoblin, which I know a lot of people are looking forward to. I love this fancy one here with the hat on. The Hag race, another one that I know a lot of people have been waiting for, so you can now play as Auntie Ethel. The Genie here, which has some few different choices. I like the facial hair. So yeah, that's that mod there. Really cool. So maybe doing a video in the future of this. Now, we also received Dint999's Hairstyles by Eladwin here, and I made a video 2 days in a row now talking about Eladwin and their mods, which are now available back on console, which is amazing that they did that. Just a little heads up, don't hate on modders, please. Just spread positivity. This offers so many cool new hairstyles to the game. The textures are a little bit different, as you can see here, as this is ported over from Skyrim into the Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager here. Some hairstyles like this one here is ones that I use often. People always ask about them. They have a wide variety of different hairstyles that I think all look really nice too. So this is worth checking out if you're looking for some new hairstyles, because I have to say these are really well done. Some of them, as you can see here, don't actually use the highlights very well, but that's just a limitation. It's all good though. They look fantastic. And my personal favorites are some of the ones up at the top here. I like this one here for kind of like a cleric run. I think that this looks nice, and there you go. That's a very solid hair mod. So Dint999's hair. I'll also follow this up with the Amanda hairstyle by Casey Sims here. Now, this is a hairstyle that I actually use often as well, and this is what it looks like here. It actually lets you dye the middle parts really well with the highlights, so whatever you want to select there, it's very strong with its dye. Now, we did receive the Eternal Queen set here by Skirbie, and I was actually surprised. I didn't know if this one would come to console. You can see there, you can dye this outfit, and it gives you an armor set here. Now, Skirbie does an awesome job of putting both camp clothing versions of these outfits and actual armor. Now, there's three different versions. You have the queen body with physics. I'm not going to show you. You can just imagine the physics side of it. There's the queen body one there. And then there's the queen dress, which has less of a queen body, but still quite, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. It's a cool appearance mod. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. And to follow that up, we also got Skirbie's comfy Clothie underwear. So yeah, this just adds some new outfits as well. You can kind of get the gist of it and what it looks like from here. Now, the Valkyrie Queen Armor by Ren here. This is an armor set that I use in a lot of videos, and it just looks so good. So this is made by Ren Mods, ported over by Eclipse. There's two versions that come in the tutorial chest here. So you have a dyeable version and a non-dyeable version. The dyeable version has this cool white appearance here, and this is one that I commonly use. I actually seen a few different Reddit threads of my videos asking about this armor mod. So it's now available available on console, and it looks incredible. So I'm hoping that we'll see some more of the Ren mod outfits come to console, because we got 2 of them here today, and we'll hopefully see more of them here in the future. This is in my favorite mods collection on Mod.io. Absolutely love the Valkyrie Queen Armor set. And here's the other outfit by Ren, the Raven Queen outfit here, which you can see what this one looks like. I was having some issues having it appear in my tutorial chest, but this is a nice one. The dyeable version comes out pure white too, so if you want to go with a different appearance, you can go right ahead with that. I think this is another really solid armor set. And my goodness, we got ourselves another outfit mod, which is just great, because I've been posting videos with this and people have been asking. The Kiss of the Scourge set by Azel, or Moon Blossom, ported by Azel, was taken. So this is another armor mod that looks awesome, and you can see it all here in action. So I'll just equip this onto my character here. It comes with a helmet too, which is pretty intense looking, but you don't have to use the helmet. The helmet also has these pretty wild hair, streamer hair. So yeah, there's the helmet there. You have the full set of armor here, and then there's also a helm too if you want to go without the big swiggly hairs. And then there's a costume version of it as well. I love when modders put the different costume versions in here as well. So that's what this looks like. I love the little skull in the hip. This is perfect for like a necromancer, or if you're going for more of a rogue type playthrough. And the Miseria Greatsword by Pommelstreg. I'm shocked it took this long to get this mod here. Pommelstreg has made some really incredible mods. You may know them for the Evelyn Sweetheart, which surprisingly made it here before we got the Miseria Greatsword. So this has 3 different versions of the weapon here, and this is a mod that I've actually used in videos almost a year ago. So it gives you this giant greatsword. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy, you may know some of the special abilities that you get with this weapon, which is awesome to see. So yeah, there's one that comes with, it gives you a summon, and Miseria Malofta there. Big weapon. It looks cool with how the hands are laid down on the weapon as well. And as you get to the more powerful version, you come with the Benediction de Shiva here, which bestows the Icy Blessing upon an ally, giving them additional cold damage on their attacks. This weapon looks awesome, and I'm so glad that this is finally available on console, because people have been asking for some great large swords, and we finally have one here available now, which is just awesome to see. Now, we also got the Starblade Class, Balance Patch 1.3 by Eclipse. So this is a homebrewed class and skilled warrior who survived the Battle of Celestia. I will be doing a future video on this. It comes with 3 different subclasses: the Path of the Nebula, Comet, and Singularity. As I know people are be interested in a mod like this, I may do this video tonight, because I'm excited that this is now available on console. On top of that, we also got the Frozen Sorcery by Havsglim. So another Havsglim subclass mod. Really excited for this, because Havsglim puts out some incredible subclass mods. Now, this is from the Griffin Saddlebag Frozen Sorcery Sorcerer, and it's similar to the Circle of Winter Druid, which I covered previously. Now, this comes with some different abilities like the Frozen Body, so you increase your maximum health point, and every time you level up, you get more health. You get a bonus action, Ice Surface. You can just make an ice surface on the ground, which is awesome. You become resistant to cold damage. You can use 4 sorcery points to attempt to freeze a target in its place, which is obviously quite huge, because the freeze condition sets up vulnerability to bludgeoning, force, and thunder damage. You also have the flash freeze here, so your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when you're walking on icy terrain. Frozen Soul, immunity to cold damage, and resistance to fire damage. Really fun. I'll be posting a future build on this one as well. As you guys know, I love cold damage. Now, we also surprisingly got the solo leveling Shadow Monarch. Now, we previously had a Shadow Monarch or solo leveling class mod. This is another one that I actually covered previously too, and this has all the abilities laid out here. So not connected to solo leveling. This is a fan-made class, so this may be the reason we got this, because it's not fully kind of labeled off of the IP. I was shocked to see mods like this in the Drider Man come to console, but yeah, that's cool that we got another one here. Hopefully something like the Jujutsu Sorcerer will come, as I know people have been asking for that one as well. Now, this is cool. Necromancy heals undead. Now, this makes the game play somewhat similar to Divinity Original Sin 2, which you throw poison and it'll heal your undead. So this just changes things like inflict wounds, harm, and circle the dead to now heal undead, and harm it additionally acts like heal in that case, is encourage blindness and diseases when it's cast on the undead. This will only work on undead creatures, but it also works on undead players as well, which is awesome. So yeah, this is a really cool mod by Chizfreak. Just wanted to showcase this because I think this adds a really fun mechanic to the game. We also got the Necromancy Mastery Feat mod here, which makes it so that your attacks ignore resistance and immunity to necrotic, and we can't roll a 1. So this just adds a feat to the game. Pretty nice, and I think this is worth it for those that like necrotic builds, because they kind of aren't that great. Now, we also got another mod here. So Draconic Resilience. Dragonborns will get Draconic Resilience by Creeper Piggy. So this just gives them that armor class +3 when they're not wearing armor. It's kind of similar to the Draconic Sorcerer. Very nice. We also got the colored dice by Nat, 8 simple colored dice. Hey, this may be out there for someone, so I just want to quickly cover it. There's another dice model a little later on, but we also got NPC redesigns, the Emerald Grove by Azazel here. So this changes 70 plus NPCs around the start of Act 1. And it's just nice. I really do enjoy Azula Taken's redesign mods, especially if you're on your subsequent playthrough, because it just makes the characters feel more like they should. And I think that it's a very well done mod. So you just see some of the differences in appearances here, and they look great. So highly worth checking it out. I can't recommend this enough. I feel like these mods make the game feel like something new to experience, even though it's the same characters we know and love. They just have this different appearance to them that I think feels a little bit more realistic. There's everyone's favorite. It's so cool, so very cool. Even the trader gets a really nice new appearance. And Roland too, pretty wild. So yeah, this is definitely worth the download. If you like what you see here, definitely check it out. Now another evolved mod here from Xan here, Shovel Evolved. So this makes it so that Shovel has a bunch of new abilities as they level up. Beneficial conditions persist through resummoning, summoning spell tied to an item, and makes some overall changes. Sorcery points to fuel some spells, and can shapeshift into different appearances. So it makes it, you make Shovel look like a cat if you wanted to. Really fun, new effects, a bunch of great stuff here. So yeah, I recommend checking this out if you're a fan of using Shovel. You can see here, it had so many new effects to this game, or to the summon. It makes them a lot more powerful, but I wouldn't say it breaks the game. They still say somewhat balanced, but you can see there's so much going on with this here. Highly recommend checking this one out. Now we also got John Zick's Faerie Fire dice set, so you can see the Faerie Fire one. I think this looks pretty cool, so they have a few different other ones that are on console. John Zick's. We also got Jerinski's Reza head mod here, which is awesome. This adds a new head into the game. Make sure it's set to high detail or the head will disappear altogether. So you can see that there. I know half-orcs don't get as many heads, but this one is for half-orcs and half-elf for body type 2. And then you can see what it looks like here in different appearances. So yeah, this is one that I think people would really enjoy, so we're checking it out. We also got the CL Copperleaves Bright Like a Diamond mod here, which adds some new cool appearances to the game. You can see these. I think the jewels look really cool, so shine bright like a diamond. Very, very nice. So yeah, another incredible Copperleaves drop. We also got the 5E Dodge Action. Adds a action dodge from Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition is a default class option. Only currently incompatible with the Throwstone bonuses economy mod, only the recent one. So basically, dodge takes an action, gives it attack rolls against you, give disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity saving throws to resist things like fireball and lightning bolt. It's pretty cool. We also got Beast and Familiar's Reworked Core here by Catlix. There's a lot of changes in here. So it improves traversal navigation and targeting for creatures, correct discrepancies between tooltips and actual damage, balance weird sizing between animals, so wolves are no longer larger than bears, fix bugs and unintended effects related to beasts, allows wild shape and pets to open doors, and avoid discovered traps and spot sneaking enemies, because that just makes sense. Trigger previously missing voice lines for when characters throw boo, also prevent boo from taking secondary damage or get prone, which is nice because throwing boo, all the characters have unique dialogue for that, which is really cool. So yeah, there's a lot that improves just the overall creatures in this game. If this sounds interesting to you, I'd recommend checking this out, because you can see here, there's a lot of stuff covered in this mod. I don't want to waste too much time covering this in this video, but if you like Beasts and Familiars, definitely worth checking this one out. Better visuals for Shadowhound Nimbus by Azazel. This is a cool mod. I covered this one previously. It gives basically the Shadowhound Nimbus this purple appearance. Now, CryptoHack actually just recently made one, a Shadow Curse Nimbus, which gives him a green color, kind of similar to Act 2. This one just gives a purple, cool look. I think this is awesome. So it's now available on console. Versions pending, now available. Awesome. We also got another mod by Azazel taken with the better starting gear from Lae'zel. So this will give either Raider Fighter or different appearances here depending on what you want. Yeah, this also gives some different items that you can check out too. Nothing too overpowered, fairly well balanced. So yeah, this looks really cool. And I think this armor fits Lae'zel perfectly. So they did a great job with it. And finally, Minthara's Poison Kiss. So it felt a little strange after our last kiss. This is a top tier moment. This is a like 1 in 100 chance to have happen. If you kiss Minthara, she'll put poison on her lips, and you can actually comment on it now. And this mod actually restores it so that it works properly. So yeah, it changed that 1 in 100 in the vanilla game to 1 in 10. So it opens up that dialogue, and you also have the poison on yourself after kissing Minthara there, as you can see. Really cool mod. I think this just is nice to have in the game. So let me know which of these mods is your absolute favorite. I am so stoked we got the Valkyrie Queen Armor set mod here. Incredible. The Eternal Queen, the Kiss of the Scourge. I'm happy we got Ace Race mods. We got the Dragontamer, Dint's hairstyles, Amanda's hairstyles, Dawnstar's necromancy spells. There's so much great stuff that just released on console. Let me know your favorites in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you enjoyed. Please leave some positive feedback on a mod or mod, and I'll see you all in the next video.